Good morning. Welcome to today's class. We are going to our first chapter. Name of our chapter is Computer Fundamentals. I think you know the computer works according to the instructions of the user. When user gives the instruction, it will work. And in your fourth standard, you learned about IPO cycle. What is IPO cycle? I stands for input, P stands for process, and O stands for output. So when you give input, computer will process that and you will get the output. So this is the basic functioning of a computer. So in this chapter, we will learn more about the functioning of a computer. Okay. So a computer performs three basic operations, that is input, process and output. The data is converted into, the raw data is converted into meaningful instructions according to the other instructions given by the user, and you will get it as an output. And there are so many devices which helps in these three operations. So first one is input. So you know so many input devices. What are some of the input devices? I think you in your lower sections you learned about so many input devices. The most commonly used input devices are mouse, keyboard, then you can say microphone. These are some of the examples of input devices. And what are some of the output devices? Monitor, printer. These are some of the output devices. We learned about input devices. We learned about output devices. Then one thing is remaining. What is it? Process. So there are some devices which helps in processing. So that device is called, what is the device? It is CPU. What is the full form of CPU? Central Processing Unit. So CPU helps in processing. The process operation is performed by the CPU, that is Central Processing Unit. Input devices and output devices you learned in your lower classes. So in this class, mainly our focus will be on processing devices and some other input-output devices. Okay. In the basic operations, that is in input, process, output. The first thing is input. So we give input using some input devices. So these input devices converts those data into a form which computer can understand. Computer cannot understand every language. So these input devices will convert the data given by you into a form which computer can understand. And those data will be processed in the Central Processing Unit. And after that, these processed data will be sent to output devices. And these output devices will show you the result after processing. So this is the main function, or this is the operation that is happening in a computer. Input devices will get the data and these devices will send these data into a Central Processing Unit or CPU, and CPU will process the data and these data will be sent to an output devices, and these output devices show you the result. Clear? Sometimes some data will not be given as output. These data will be stored in your computers. Sometimes we don't want to see the result, or we don't want to take the printout or something like that. That means we don't need the output at that time. So these data we can store into a computer. For that, some storage devices are also there. Every data we process will be storing into the computers. Okay. So there are so many devices, that is input devices, processing devices, output devices, and one more is there, that is storage devices. So in this chapter we will learn more about these 4 categories of devices. Clear? So all of you read your textbook and understand it well. Okay. So take care. Bye.